Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, so guys, hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing, and this one could seriously shake up the NFC East, a division that's already been competitive, but now it might get even more intense. According to Adam Schefter, the Baltimore Ravens, sitting at 6-4 with a tight salary cap and a massive Lamar Jackson extension looming, we're talking about a $285 million deal, are making a bold move to send linebacker Roquan Smith to the New York Giants. That's right, the Giants might be adding one of the league's most dynamic linebackers, and let me tell you, this isn't just a small trade, it's a statement. Roquan Smith, at just 28 years old, is already a sideline-to-sideline maestro, a linebacker who's redefining what it means to be a defensive leader in this league. In 2025 alone, he racked up 112 tackles, 7 interceptions, 18 passes defensed, and boasted a 93.4 PFF coverage grade, which is top tier and makes him the highest-ranked linebacker in coverage. His EPA allowed per target is just 0.12, and he's been targeted on only 38% of passing plays against him, showing how disruptive he can be. His run defense grade is a stellar 91.2, and he's forced 6 fumbles, making him a real game-changer on every snap. This guy is a true inside linebacker who can do it all, and the Giants, with their current linebacker core, are in desperate need of that kind of leadership and talent. Now, here's the kicker. Smith missed Week 3 with a hamstring injury, but that's just a minor blip in an otherwise spectacular career. Since coming into the league in 2018, he's accumulated 912 tackles, 22 interceptions, and a football IQ that reminds many of Ray Lewis. Baltimore's decision to trade Smith makes sense from their perspective, too. They're tight against the cap with about $14 million in room, and they've got some other priorities, like extending Lamar Jackson, who's looking for a massive deal. Plus, they're trying to keep their roster balanced. They've been drafting linebackers like Trenton Simpson, who, despite his PFF score of 74.2, shows promise, and they're prioritizing offensive line investments to keep Lamar protected. But the Giants, oh man, they're in desperate need of a linebacker anchor. Their current LB core is giving up 4.6 yards per carry on the ground, which ranks 22nd in the league. Bobby Okereke, who's been decent with a PFF grade of 72.8, is solid but not enough to elevate that run defense or create the kind of chaos needed to really turn this defense into a feared unit. Adding Smith would be like inserting a turbocharger into their scheme, a guy who can elevate the entire defense, make life easier for guys like Thibodeaux and Burns on the edges, and turn the Giants' defense into a formidable force that can control the game. Now, let's talk about the impact this move could have. Roquan Smith in this new scheme could be the perfect fit to elevate Wink Martindale's aggressive, blitz-heavy defense. Imagine him roaming sideline to sideline, shutting down the run, breaking up passes, and creating turnovers at a higher clip. The Giants would see an immediate jump in third down stops, perhaps from around 58% to top 4 league levels, which is a huge difference in today's NFL. And with Smith's ability to force turnovers, we're talking about a potential swing of plus 12 additional takeaways, which could be the difference between a good team and a playoff contender. In terms of scheme fit, Smith's coverage skills are elite. He allows just 2.6 yards per route covered and has a success rate of 28% when targeted, making him a nightmare for opposing offenses, especially against tight ends and running backs. With the Giants facing teams with dynamic tight ends like Travis Kelce, having a guy like Smith who can lock down those matchup nightmares is huge. Plus, his presence could allow the Giants to be more aggressive overall, dialing up pressure on quarterbacks and forcing mistakes. And let's not forget the potential playoff implications. The odds for the Giants to win the Super Bowl are already climbing from plus 12, 0 to plus 4, 800, and adding a player like Smith could be the final piece that pushes them over the edge. He'd be the general in the middle, orchestrating the defense, and helping the Giants take control of games in the second half, just like the Super Bowl-winning teams of the past. It's not hard to see how Smith could transform this squad into a top 8 defense overnight, especially when paired with edge rushers like Thibodeaux and Burns. All of this points to one thing: the Giants are serious about making a deep playoff run this year. They've got the talent on offense with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, but the defense has been the weak link. Bringing in someone like Roquan Smith, who's proven he can be a difference maker, would send a message to the league that the Giants are here to contend. It's about building a roster that's not just good but dominant, one that can take down the best defenses in the league and keep the pressure on. Now, I know there are questions. Will Baltimore really trade Smith? How much will it cost? Will the Giants be willing to give up enough draft capital? Those are things we'll find out soon, but the signs point to this being a real possibility, and if it happens, it could be a game changer for New York. Imagine the Giants' defense with Smith patrolling the middle, making plays and turning the tide in crucial moments. It would be a statement move, a clear indicator that the Giants are serious about competing for a Super Bowl sooner rather than later. This isn't just about fixing a weakness. It's about elevating the entire team's mindset and capability. And hey, let's be real, the Giants have been building a culture of toughness under Brian Daboll. Adding a player like Roquan Smith would reinforce that culture, showing the rest of the league that the Giants are no longer just a team trying to sneak into the playoffs, but a true contender with a clear vision and the talent to back it up. It's about creating a defense that strikes fear into opponents, a defense that can close out games, and a defense that can carry the team deep into January and beyond. That's the kind of impact a player like Smith could have, and it's exactly what this team needs to take the next step. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. This is a story worth following closely. And if this trade goes through, it might just be the move that sets the Giants apart in the NFC East and the entire NFC. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's see what the future holds for our Giants.